Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to your first playthrough. So, yeah, at the end of recording yesterday's episode, I was feeling pretty So I just, loaded into the mission and quit out. But when I loaded the autosave today, to record this, I noticed that, only Rusalka and Narf have fatigue, and I feel like that wasn't the case before I saved, because I know for a fact we were dropping the Urban Knight. And so, yeah, we're gonna do the same thing. Planetary government, yeah. And I don't know if I explicitly said it or not, because yeah, we're going sea bills a lot to try to get the heat bank, finish the financial, or get enough for the financial report and get enough to build stuff while we travel again. In part because, yeah, we have the lowest skull mission available is a 2 skull, and we have a 1.5 star lance rating with the Urban Knight. And then, let me just reposition this. Put Hellion, now that we have Hellion back, we can run the Phoenix Hawk with its cockpit interface again. And that brings us barely up to 2 stars. Which is what, the recommended drop strength for a 2 skull lance is. I'm assuming the Stormcrow would bump us up even higher. But at the same time, yeah, especially for your first playthrough, you don't really want to be overestimating your strength too much. And I thought whenever I was choosing this planet to go to with the 2 skull planet, or with the 2 skull missions, and 2.5 skull and 3 skull, I was thinking we were going to have the Line Holder and Stormcrow finished and have, 4 medium mechs every mission. We do not. Slight miscalculations. Alright, first thing to note is I apologize if any sniffles get through future me's editing, but I'm trying to avoid taking more Benadryl so I can hopefully have a more productive, less fatigued day today. Also, this is not just a single lance. It's a lance of local government military units is engaged in maneuvers. What that means is local government lance in maneuvers with question mark lance. So here's hoping that it's not going to be anything too scary. And I was literally so out of it yesterday during recording that I didn't even notice that. I opted intelligently to just not, because I probably would have gotten completely wiped if I had just tried to force it. We got water. Over here we can... Okay. Here we go. So if we drop over here, we can actually start out of the water, take the high ground, and fight with them close range with high ground. Or matching their high ground or having high ground over them. That is ideal, I think. Anything on this side? Yeah, we could drop way over here. We do not have enough long range. A couple of our strongest mechs are Cloak with all of the AP Gauss rifles and the Calcifer with the flamers and things. So we actually have quite a lot of short range. And then our long range mechs can also sit back near these rocks and, kind of bounce in and out of cover. And yeah. We're gonna drop down here. Bushwhacker first, since it is our slowest. Actually, I'm gonna kick it back a minute. That way it can try to push for those forests. Second is Calcifer? Yes. Third is our Phoenix Hawk. Actually, wait. Our Phoenix Hawk... I think our Phoenix Hawk has the sensor ping ability. I know it has Ace Pilot, which I failed to take advantage of last time I dropped it, but I think it also has sensor ping, which I believe we can use on first round. So that's reposition round. That's cool. Then we have Cloak, obviously. And then our 2 vehicles, which, yeah, we don't have any roads, so they're going to be kind of slow, especially going uphill. This should be fine. Yeah, here we go. So reposition round, we see a Shadowhawk, but it's a 1R, so I believe the 1R is primitive, which makes sense for the 808 armor it has, compared to say, one of our medium mechs, like the 945 on our 45-tonner. So it's 10 tons, I believe, lighter than the Shadowhawk, but has 145 more armor. Pretty good. We actually don't see anything else, which is mildly concerning. So Cloak is the only thing we can move, so we might as well get right up in their little faces. Oh boy, running uphill we can't even get... Instead of getting right up in their little faces, I'm actually gonna do like a lateral movement. Oh! Hello, Thunderbolt! That's a heavy mech, which has to be primitive for a 2-skull mission. I'm almost certain it's a primitive heavy, but it's still a heavy. So 1272 on the armor plates. Oh boy. We also see a chariot. Chariot is question mark, question mark. Over here, a lamb Irby. Okay. Seeing the lamb Irby, I immediately regret going for 2 priority picks instead of max. We need lamb parts to get our lamb Irby up and running. Then we see a Clint 1-2RP, which I believe is a pirate Clint, which means it's probably going to have some wacky gun that has a misfire chance, but does insane things until it explodes. So, mildly concerning. But as you can see, there are 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all we see is the 1 planetary government Shadowhawk. Yeah, so we're gonna take that. Oh, another Irby, R60C. Okay.
I hear ya.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We don't get any benefit from bracing, so there's literally no reason to not just like go 6 and cover with our Scorpion. Kind of want to keep it to the back since it has very little armor, and again, that's a heavy mech. Oh boy. And an urban tank. Awesome. So an urban tank, if I remember correctly, is a heavy tank. So lots of boom room, but not as much armor as a standard heavy tank. Yeah, okay.
Waiting on you,
We are against some actually very respectable stuff. So I can either get 6, I could get 7 in cover. I think I'd actually rather get 5 and the 40% damage reduction with the Bushwhacker, and not give the Thunderbolt a shot until I have a chance to shoot it first.
Yeah, Commander.
Oh, Calcifer is going to be very handy. What? Okay, it is primitive. 100% primitive. Armor primitive, engine primitive. But it has MRMs. And an AC-10 BB5X. So it is quite scary. However, it's also going to run hot if it's primitive. So, yeah, here's an AC-5 medium laser Agra on the Shadowhawk. I don't have to worry about that basically at all. Tandem Rocket 10, kind of scary because it could get a through armor crit very easily. Medium Rifle Thunderbolt 15, not super worried about that. Clint, Pirate AC-5, Pirate Medium Laser. Urban Mech Lamb, Small Laser, Large Pulse Laser, Bolt on AMS. AC-10 Machine Gun on the R60C, and a Large Laser and AC-10 on the Urban Tank. So, highest priority, 100%, is getting to and destroying this Thunderbolt. So, I'm actually going to get as close as possible with Calcifer, in the hopes that after the reposition round, I can get in there before the Thunderbolt acts and just make him super toasty so he can't shoot anything. And maybe an ammo explosion will kill him. That would be cool. Yeah, again, we can't get braced with the Chaucer, but we can get cover. And even though it's like low ground, I'm not super worried about the Chaucer being on low ground. It has okay armor based on the weapons that are on this flank. And, yeah, it only has an AC-10 and a machine gun. So, if I can draw fire away from the other, you know, more important units I have into the Chaucer, especially with 7 evasion and cover, I would definitely rather them shoot at the Chaucer than anything else. And I don't know if they're actually able to shoot past this ridgeline at all. Like, the Shadowhawk's obviously on the ridgeline, so it'll probably be able to shoot my mechs. But I don't think anything other than the Shadowhawk and Clint can really shoot at me yet, until I come around and start actually attacking and engaging the Thunderbolt.
Here. Mm-hmm.
Now, our Phoenix Hawk can shoot and then move. So I very much want to be in a position where I have multiple targets to shoot at. So even though I'm not going to be in cover,
Confirmed.
I'm going to take the 8 evasion. And I just realized they haven't acted yet. So if I sensor ping, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really do anything at all, because the only things that are going to get hit by it are going to move before, well, yeah, they're all going to move before I can shoot them. So there's no actual point to doing it. Not an actual point at all. Here comes the chariot on that side of the ridgeline. And here comes the Thunderbolt into the forest, which is actually really good, because that means we can definitely set the forest on fire. And then he will generate additional heat, moving through it or standing in it.
What do you need?
I actually want to wait with Cloak to see how much heat I get on the Thunderbolt. Or do I go and try to take down the chariot before it gets a chance to shoot me with the tandem rockets? It is turn 12. And if I land the tag, I should be able to kill it pretty easily. Remember, these hit chances are in part because I do not have line of sight, which means they should improve greatly once I actually get in there. I could even get behind him, but only if I don't have cover. And there's no way for me to get into his flank with full evasion. Man, this is tough. Because on the one hand, I don't really want hesitation at all. Also, I really want the tag online. But the other side of it is, if I move with Cloak first, and I lose my 11 evasion, well, you know what? 10 evasion isn't much worse than 11. And, I mean, there is a chance that I get a through armor crit and an ammo explosion. Maybe. Alternatively, well, actually, in addition, I can kick the Guardian ECM to active. You know what?
Understood. Moving
I'm
fast.
going to. Just getting the tag online against the chariot could mean no through armor damage, could mean no ammo explosion. And yeah, my hit chance with the tag is 64%. If I do... there is apparently no... Yeah, there's apparently no ECM interference compared to the probe I have. Oh, right. I have to deselect the target, switch to active. And my hit chances are roughly the same. 44, 38, 51. I think they're actually completely the same. Very, like, within 0.1%. So, there is... Like, the only way like any of this can actually attack any of my units right now is if they come over the ridgeline into this active ECM. With the exception of the Clint. So I think I am going to leave it active.
Copy that.
Hopefully I don't regret it. Tagged? Hopefully? Nice, tagged. Okay. Yeah, we didn't do much damage, but the primary point of that was specifically... Yeah, okay, cool. So we're joint local government and local government operated. Cool. So we don't have to worry about that. That's why all this stuff's like super primitive. I realized once I saw what they had fielded that it was going to be probably either pirate planetary government or a periphery faction. That's why I wasn't super concerned. But yeah, so before turn 12, we have everyone. So absolutely everyone except for Calcifer is going to be able to take a shot on this chariot. And while we did very little damage with Cloak, we did land the tag.
Standing by.
But first things first, the most important thing we can possibly do here is go with the side shot, definitely. Actually, can I could move. So, moving and shooting is the same accuracy bonus as a flanking shot. And I would get the same evasion either way. So, I could either move and shoot, or I can sprint and shoot. I think I'm going to sprint and shoot just to keep the damage on one side.
Understood.
Wait, I was in cover, right? Yes, I was in cover. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, and we're going to go all in on the heat. I'm not going to worry about guarding the ECM because nothing else is going to be within range of it. And the Thunderbolt hopefully will be too hot to shoot me. So, bring the heat. That's a heat. that's a heat, all right. That is definitely heat worth noting. And yeah, bolt-on rocket 20, MRM 10s, medium laser Agra, AC 10, BB 5X. So if we can manage to get him to ammo explode, that would be great. And now everyone else is going to focus down the chariot.
Waiting on you, Commander.
100%. That is the right call here. Get the tandem rockets off the board. And we do have in the Scorpion, we do have the, what's it called? There it is. The fire control missile range, so we don't have to be so careful with our positioning. Like, our minimum range with the LRMs is not nearly as long as it normally would be. And since this position, as was clear with all of the arcing lines of fire, this is guarded, like, this position is not line of sight to a lot of the enemies. So I think we're safe to just blast him and see how much damage we can get on. See if we can get the kill. Hellion can only shoot at the Thunderbolt or the Chariot before moving. And if we shoot at the Thunderbolt, we're shooting straight past Calcifer. So even with those hit chances, I would rather not. But I think I am going to move and then shoot. Just minding the minimum range. This is within the minimum range. You can tell by the arc. Not ideal. So if I actually move here, optimal range, 5 evasion and cover, not moving over rough terrain, and then next round I can stand and shoot at all these other people. And I'm gonna go ahead. Ooh, actually, there's a lamb. Ooh, there's a lamb. I can use the LAA missiles on the lamb. Yes, yes, yes. Also, gonna switch the advanced AMS over to high explosive because that's a Thunderbolt, and I believe tandem rockets are 3 hit points each, so the high explosive will allow each hit with the AMS to destroy one of the rockets, and it'll be much easier for the Thunderbolt to be destroyed. Now, it won't be as effective against the MRMs, but again, the MRMs are super hot, so hopefully it's fine. And here we go. One hit. One hit. None of the rockets hit.
Good to go.
Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Completely fine. Yeah, here I really like 7 in cover. And we don't have a minimum range with the Bushwhacker, so yeah, we're gonna get right up in his happy little face. And hopefully have a more effective shot. There we go, much more effective. Love it. So there's tandem rockets off the board. Which, yes, through armor damage is that scary that took priority over literally everything else. Okay, stray shot onto Cloak, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Luckily it was low damage, but our super high evasion stealth mech is
ready for orders.
Yeah, it's very susceptible to through armor. I mean, not through armor, to stray shots. And here we can absolutely shoot the lamb with a probably terrible hit chance, shoot at our own units with a higher hit chance, or shoot the Clint with a probably terrible hit chance. Or I cannot shoot towards my units and have cover. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, this is an attempt to land the AC-10, which is only 48 damage. I assume that the Shadowhawk is braced then. But even 48 damage, if it hits arm, could be enough to open it up for crits, so I'm going to go all in with the machine gun.
Copy that.
No crits, it's fine. So we've got 1 enemy out of 8 down, and we have so far taken a stray shot from a laser. I'm liking how this is going. Now, if the Thunderbolt still shoots, hopefully he explodes for it. Okay, or he doesn't shoot and explodes. Yeah, that is why hitting a primitive with heat is incredibly powerful. The lamb is running across the ground. The lamb would not have gotten into the fire if it was flying. Why is the lamb not flying? I'm confused. I mean, I'm thankful as well, because that means he's going to have much less evasion. He's not going to have he's going to have less evasion. He's not going to have the elevation bonuses. Like, all the things that make a lamb, or, you know, like, more difficult to deal with, are non-existent whenever they're just walking across the ground. So I think the plan is to actually destroy the lamb from one side, which should leave the other half intact. So each half, yeah, has a lamb turbine. So if we destroy one half, we're guaranteed to have a lamb turbine on the loot table. I think we already have the aluminum armor on our Irby lamb, so we don't need that. Yeah, the cockpit's all standard, so I think it's literally just a turbo. Okay, so I am no longer as sad that I just went for 2 priority picks, because yeah, if everything here is offered, I don't see any weapon bays or anything. All I see is just the gyro defense if offered, and the turbine if offered.
I hear ya.
Cool. I am more than happy to. But if he's not flying, do I actually care about focusing him at all? Like, I don't think I actually do. Because I could potentially, like, kill stuff before it acts. Like this Clint. This Clint has very little armor. Yeah, I think it's a good call. Just get where nothing else can shoot me, and shoot the Clint.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And then maybe once we kill the rest of his stuff, maybe the lamb will punch out and we'll get both of the turbines or whatever.
We can do this. Let's go.
Okay, AC5 down on the Clint, so really can just ignore him for a bit.
Yeah.
That's actually an awful hit chance because of the short range, or because of the minimum range. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna reserve with poker, because if I move Cloak out of the way, I can shoot at the lamb, and then maybe stray shot the Shadowhawk. So yeah, I'm gonna reserve.
Yep.
Let me get Sarge out of the way. Oh, my mouse is not locked to the window. Interesting. But yeah, I think I think this is the play. Run in here, get our active ECM on both of the Irbies over here. Shoot the Irby R60 in the rear. which, you know, is potentially a kill with our AP Gauss rifles, and it's an Irby, so it has negligible evasion. Also, we have no idea exactly what the R60C is running, but since it's an Irby, oh, this needs to be higher up. Since it's an Irby, I highly doubt that the C stands for clan. I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah. Yeah.
Hostile removed.
This is why I love AP Gauss rifles.
Order?
And then tanks burn really well. So we're going to do that 100% with Calcifer. And even if we don't kill, which it has tons of armor, but even if we don't kill, we're likely to catch the Hex on fire, which is going to make him take additional damage if he moves through it or stands in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. And since he's not flying, the LAA missiles actually don't do much of anything.
Guess I'll give it to him then.
1 hit, 2 hits, and rockets. Okay. Not exactly the most impactful shot, but it's fine. And then, yeah. Get our electronic warfare in position.
What can I do for you?
I mean, I think I literally just moved my LRM carrier over here to assist against the urban tank.
Pedal to the metal.
Like, yes, the Shadowhawk is potentially a threat melee and such, but
Take this.
I think the urban tank is actually the most boom room left on the board. So I'm kind of fine with it. Yeah, not at all worried about the Clint. That medium laser is not going to be impactful enough to care. Turn 12. Ah, okay. So, large laser hit, but Calcifer is completely fine with just a large laser hit.
Standing by.
Yeah, I definitely don't want the Shadowhawk to melee me. Ooh, also, if I just shoot the Irby Lamb and hit the leg. Yeah, sure. You know what?
Position confirmed.
Hopefully with 2 evasion, the Shadowhawk will focus the Chausser. And maybe we get some work done on the Lamb. Shadowhawk is not going for a melee shot and just shooting its medium laser because the AC-5 has a minimum range.
Is that it? Come on, Mechwarrior.
Okay.
It's go
It is an
time.
AC-5, right? It is an
Waiting for
AC-5, right? Yeah, maybe? Hello? Yes, it's an AC-5, and it's in that side. Well, I know what I'm doing.
Coordinates received.
Hello, Shadowhawk. I should have actually looked at initiatives to prioritize targets,
Here we
but
go.
I feel like this is basically in the bag unless
Get fired
something
up. There's work to do.
unfortunate happens. Like, Cloak should definitely be able to finish off the other urban mech. The Lamb is not flying for whatever reason. And, yeah.
Nice try.
Urban tank should easily go down. Okay. Urban mech shooting at Calcifer. Interesting. So, the urban tank is basically dead. The urban mech is also basically dead.
What's up,
because,
boss?
you know. Yeah, that's the way it happens. Yep, that's a dead urban
Location
tank.
confirmed.
100%. Now I am leaving my back open. I am leaving my back open to the other units that are left.
One less target.
Which may be a little bit reckless, careless, whatever, but they're initiative 12 and initiative 9. So, yeah. Not super worried about it.
What do you need?
Actually, this Irby already acted. I could very easily go finish off the Shadowhawk with, like, perfect hit chance. But I'm already here. I'm already here. So I might as well. And yeah. Hopefully that's a kill. Don't want to have to deal with him anymore.
Show me your war face.
More or less.
Scored a critical hit.
AC 10's down, so it's just a machine gun at this point. LRM Scorpion. If I hit him from the correct side, like this, which I also don't have to worry about stray shots because LRMs, unless you're firing with deadfire ammo, cannot stray shot. So this should at least take out the AC mech. That should take out the mech. Yep.
What do you need?
And that leaves us with the Clint, the Irby, and the Lamb. So the Clint's medium laser is, I think, on the left arm. Then again, instead of taking out the left arm, I could just take out the back. But I'm actually going to focus the left arm to reduce the amount of bad salvage on the board. That's the idea there. Take out as many pieces of the Clint as possible because it is the least interesting salvage available. I would literally rather have the urban tank than the Clint. And minimum range is quite a thing. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And hopefully we shred him.
Lock in target.
Something like that. So, medium laser pirate destroyed, which means he is down to melee only. But it looks like he's just moving and bracing. Beautiful. I'm just gonna stand and shoot. Yeah.
Let's hit him hard.
Don't really care.
That one's gone.
Don't really care at all. This mission is over.
What can I do
It's
for
just
you?
a matter of how I want to finish it off. And yeah, I've got both of my mechs in the vicinity acting before
Coordinates received.
the Irby Lamb. So might as well finish off the almost dead guy. Or
Go.
not. I mean, okay. Finish off the almost dead guy with the Chaucer?
Let's hit him hard.
Or not?
Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm
Right here.
gonna finish off the almost dead guy.
Here
Then
you go.
hopefully I'll be able to make... Okay, you know what? I'll take it. I will take that.
I'm going.
I will absolutely take that.
I hear ya.
And now, the only enemy left should be very easy to panic out. Need to stop trying to edge scroll whenever it's not working right. But, yes. This is the last person to act before he acts, unless... if I melee him, he'll lose initiative, and then I can make him toastier with Calcifer. But I would have to hit with the melee attack. And if I miss, I'm then unsteady. No, I'm not gonna risk taking extra damage for salvage. That is not the most likely. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe, shoot him in the back, see what happens.
Targeting enemy backside. We can
Okay, he is stressed from the backstrike and from being opened. Okay. Still there, huh?
Advantage, Commander. Nothing to breathe.
Still there, running hot. And
Let's move.
hopefully those hit chances improve, because I don't really want to shoot at the back of the bushwhacker. Yeah, those hit chances are worth taking. Do I actually... I'm actually not gonna shoot the SRMs. Am I? No, because each SRM... I'm actually not even gonna shoot all the flamers. I'm gonna shoot the 4 flamers and...
Firing on rear arc.
Let's hit him hard.
Unfortunate.
I think let's get fired up.
Waiting
I
on you,
mean,
Commander.
it's fine because we did not kill, or we did not hit, you know, our own mech with the shot. And it's also fine because we only destroyed one side and not the other.
This should be good.
This does not kill, actually.
What can I do for you?
Okay, what's my melee chance like here? 60.5. Because if I kick him, it goes straight to leg. Or I could just, instead of meleeing, I could just, off its push
You
leg.
betcha.
And I'm pretty sure if I can knock him, turn off the splash damage.
Come on, Mechwarriors. It's go time.
Nope, he is panicked though. It is slowly but surely, it is working. Alright.
Roger.
Yeah, at this point I just kind of need to kill him before something untoward happens. I don't like the idea of shooting him with a bunch of crit chance from the side that has the good stuff that I want. So I'm just gonna shoot that. He is tagged.
Waiting for orders.
Shoot him from the side that's already damaged.
Heading out.
Aim at his leg again. And shoot all the flamers this time
Engaging
just
with
to try to
target.
confirm the kill. He's still just
Waiting
panicked.
for orders.
Alright. I gotta stop messing around now. This is the point where if I don't kill him, he gets a turn that I'm sure would result in me having a very bad day. Oh wait, actually, I do still have poker left. So you know what? I'll offensive push leg again.
Target confirmed. Targeting systems changed.
Okay.
Commander.
Okay. Shooting just past the Chaucer, I'm not super worried about. This should be fine. So, that streak, so I don't mind shooting that. I'm shooting side that is, yeah. I'm just gonna fire.
Firing at him.
Goodbye.
What say we
Okay.
take it to
Hopefully there's something left that we can take for our lamb. Hopefully.
Mission
Maybe.
successful.
There we go. After the mission, we get almost 1.1 million C-bills. Not bad. Very little damage across the board. We should be able to easily drop on another mission after the fatigue drops off. Vehicles are actually a thing worth thinking about. Not the primitive ones, though. Oh, this isn't primitive armor. This is standard armor, so that wouldn't be the worst. But we don't have anything that I don't think this matches with the chaparral, and we don't have any other 50-ton parts, so definitely not. Again, the Clint is complete garbage. Shadowhawk, Thunderbolt, they're primitive. The Thunderbolt, if we had more parts, maybe it would be worth grabbing, but it's probably not. Urban tanks are fun, but we don't have any other parts, so we are just going to go right on down to... MRM's actually an interesting... Do we have any MRM ammo? Because MRMs are very interesting, and we are currently... No, we do not have any MRM ammo. So I was going to say, we're currently kind of short on weapon systems, like specifically missile weapon systems. Well, and ballistic, but... yeah, we kind of just need weapon systems. But this lamb turbine, we only have one for our Irby lamb. So, yeah. With two, we can actually finally build the Irby lamb and make it pretty good. Just the lamb turbine's very important for the actual, mobility that makes lambs scary. And then... I mean, do we even have a medium rifle? No. Okay. Ooh, wait, we do have Thunderbolt 15s. We do have Thunderbolt 15s and need ammo for them, right? So each bin is 4 missiles. So this would give us enough to run 1 Thunderbolt 15, which I am actually going to priority pick. As ridiculous as that sounds. Like, there's no fire controls worth taking, cores, whatever. Large pulse laser is actually interesting, but at the same time, I think I'd rather be able to use the Thunderbolts just because of how many missile hardpoints we have that we're trying to figure out how to use. That's fun. Ooh, actually, now that we have the Thunderbolt 15 ammo to run the Thunderbolt 15, also we got the Thunderbolt part. Cool. But we can actually potentially make the stealth into, instead of a long range, I mean, instead of a melee mech with the combat shield, we could potentially just give it really heavy long range, the Thunderbolt 15, and some big long range energy weapon, and have it just sit back with the combat shield. That's an interesting idea. Alright, 18,500, not terrible at all. It says 3 days, but it's actually 2 days if we just order them that way. Although, since we have fatigue for 3 days on some of our people, we can just do this, have Bushwhacker, have all of our finished mechs already in 3 days. So then we can drop on a slightly harder mission with our best mechs. Also, do we have any vehicles we can build? I doubt it, but it's always worth checking. How long have we had a Saladin to build? I'm absolutely going to take the AC-20 variant that has the 260... they're both AC-20, but this one has the 260 armor. They both have the same 812 movement. So, yeah. Absolutely. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, that gives us 3 vehicles now. 410 armor, 260 armor, and 445. With basically the Saladin just relying entirely on evasion for its defenses. But 260 armor with max evasion versus 400 armor with okay evasion. I think I'd rather have the higher evasion, honestly. Like, 4-6 movement is just not a ton. But yeah, so now we have a third vehicle to choose from. In 3 days' time, which I'm going to go ahead and advance. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Beautiful. So, ooh, Holder's still out, actually. Do we just not drop Calcifer? Yeah, I think we just don't drop Calcifer. So specifically, I know we only have like a 2-star rated Lance, but I'm still looking at this 4-skull defend base. Because we're going to have turrets helping us defend, because it's the industrial lab. And yeah, they're going to have turrets. They're going to have the initial 2 units Now, we are against Republic of the Sphere, which is mildly concerning. But at the same time, that means we get 419 salvage against Republic of the Sphere. Which definitely is juicy. But we'll do that next time. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.